You are watching
Trinity Episcopal School Production Network. TESPN.
All right, welcome to this week's TESPN Podcast. Thank you for joining us, and I'm excited to be joined here by cross-country runners senior Matthew Waidelich, senior Molly Heston, and sophomore Kailyn Harris, as well as TESPN President Abby Miller. And cross-country, I know numbers-wise, y'all's team results aren't maybe quite where you'd like it, but individually, I think all of you are having really good seasons. Matthew, for you so far this year, tell us about your best race, and then also what are your goals for the rest of the season?
So my best race was this this past meet at Patrick Henry. I had run my first PR in over a year after struggling with injuries last cross country season, and I think just staying healthy has been a huge goal this year. And then looking forward to the postseason, I'm trying to compete at the top of the league in the state.
And let me ask you, when you talk about a PR in a 5K, what time are we talking about?
I ran 16:18 this weekend.
Okay, so for our viewers, I'm guessing most of the people who watch this can't do a 16:18.
Probably not.
Molly, how about you? What's been your best race this year, and what is your goal by the time it's over in about a month from now?
Yeah, Patrick Henry was a really great race for me too. It was a really fast course. I had my season best there, but I'm looking forward to Milestat next week. That's a really fast course, so I hope to PR then too.
Where is that?
It's in Bullring.
Okay. And then Kailyn, how about you?
My best race was probably Fork Union. I had my season best there, and I'm also looking forward to Milestat and hopefully getting a new PR.
Realistically, what do you think the best individual finish you could get at the league meet is? Like, can you win it? If you had your very best race?
There's one guy from Stab, Quinn Eliason, who's looking very strong this season. So I'm trying to compete with him. That's the goal, is trying to beat him. But we haven't faced off yet this season.
How about Molly? Like, what's realistically, like, you ran your best race, can you make all LIS?
Maybe. We'll see what happens this year. Kailyn definitely. She
Yeah.
can win her race this year.
She can win it?
I think she could.
I have some pretty strong girls. I think Virginia Harris and Rosie Farrell. I'm always kind of I compete with them.
No, obviously they're competitors, but running is a sport that is hard.
Mm-hmm.
And I would imagine there, even in the competition, there's some camaraderie with your opponents. Like, what's that like?
I think like after a race, like we always hug each other. It's a cool sport in that way. Like it can be competitive on the course, but usually very like after the race, it can be really supporting.
Yeah.
Okay, so obviously, like Mr. Hamlin touched on, cross country can be an individual sport, but my question is, what's kind of a life lesson or maybe a goal or a skill that you've learned from cross country that you're going to take with you?
I think definitely I've learned a lot of grit from cross country because you have to be the endurance part of it. I think transfers to a lot of other aspects of life, especially academically. It kind of teaches you how to persevere in that way too.
I think like you were talking about, it is an individual sport, but then that your individual performance comes together in the team score. So I think you're in a job or in school, you're doing work on your own, but that also comes together for the bigger goal of wherever you work, whatever you're working for.
Yeah, I just think never giving up. It's something that you really learn, and it's something that you're able to push through, and that helps you in other areas other than running.
So for Matthew and Molly as seniors, like I said, as we film this, I think it's October 9th, I believe. So I don't know the exact date of the state meet, but it's probably just about a month away. Mm-hmm. I think you all have 3 regular season meets left, and then Prep League LIS, and then states. So 5 more times to compete as high school athletes in the sport of cross country. I'm just curious to ask you all, how has being part of Trinity Cross Country shaped your overall high school experience?
I think it's introduced me to a lot of people over the years between cross country and track. I feel like a lot of people have dabbled in these sports, and I think like some of my closest friends have ran on the teams with, and then also like for leadership, like being a captain through coaching changes, and then the combining teams. I think it's taught me like some leadership skills.
Yeah, I agree. I think it's taught me a lot about leadership. I've met some of my closest friends through cross country, and just kind of like being part of a team. It's allowed me to like, be joining like winter track and outdoor track and other extracurriculars at Trinity too through that.
And I actually want to talk about the weather for a minute, because again, it's still, relatively early October. It's been a reasonably mild fall as it goes in, as it could be in Virginia. Today was one of the first mornings, you woke up, it was in the 40s. I'm still wearing a jacket. And it strikes me that your seasons start, you train, I'm sure, in the summer to prepare for the season. It's very hot, it's very humid. And then as the season progresses, of course, it'll cool off and then get warm again. But generally, the trend line is to cooler. How nice is it, like today when the high is going to be probably 65, to run in that versus in the 90s of August and early September?
I think,
better.
I think it's one of my
really
favorite
nice.
parts of the season is when it cools off and you like, in workouts you can see yourself getting faster, partly because you're gaining fitness, but also it's just not as hard to run when it's not 90 degrees, and I think it's more enjoyable too.
Yeah, also kind of you can feel like not just the weather, but like at that point in the season, like your progress is a lot increased and you're feeling faster overall.
Yeah, your fitness definitely like will catch up with you, and like it will start to get cooler, and I think that's definitely when people begin to like peak in the season and really run their fast times.
Kailyn, one more question for you as the youngster of this group. Just looking ahead to next season, when Molly and Matthew are off at college, I'm sure they're going to be at great schools, both great students who are going to have, I'm sure, some wonderful options. And they're not there anymore, and you're going to, for sure, be one of the leaders, especially you've been here since 8th grade. So even next year as a junior, it'll be your 4th year on the team. How do you think you'll look? Like, what did you learn from your older teammates, specifically, like what attributes that you want to lean into as a leader in the future?
I think both of them can be really positive, like when we're going through workouts and like hard things, it's really important to be positive in cross country, because sometimes complaining and stuff doesn't really get you anywhere. So it's definitely, I think that's something I would really want to lean into.
That's great. Abby, you got any more questions?
Yeah, okay, my final question is, do you have a pregame ritual, or pre-run ritual?
I feel like not entirely. I think just the act of putting on my spikes and like going to the starting line, that like kind of locks me in, because cross country races can be really different with the weather and the course and where you are. So
Yeah, I feel like once you lace up your spikes and you kind of know it's like mentally you're locked in, and the girls, like you go out on the line and you do your strides and you come back and we have like a little group huddle and like pep talk kind of thing.
Yeah, I definitely think that putting on your spikes is like
Yeah.
a big, like you tie them and you kind of start to focus on your race and think about what you're trying to achieve and what you want.
Do you listen to music before?
I think we do. Pretty much.
Like, what gets you hyped up to run?
When Olivia Sibley was here, we always used to listen to "Before He Cheats" by Carrie Underwood. That's our hype song. So that's what I
Okay,
remember.
yeah, that's a classic. All right, let's end it with a little lightning round here. Just a few quick questions, quick answers, whatever pops to your head. What has been your favorite class so far at Trinity?
A-push for me, I would think.
I really like Mr. Jones's global politics.
I liked photography too.
And what's your favorite course that you run on?
I like the Pole Green lower course that we usually run as our first meet of the season.
Miles stat probably at Full Green.
Probably Panorama Farms.
And okay, realistically this season, what is the best time you think you could run?
I'm definitely hoping to break 16 minutes this season.
For me, probably in the 21s.
Hopefully the mid-19s.
Who's your funniest teammate?
Tabby.
I'll go on the guy's side, probably Wyatt.
And 10 years from now, where do you see yourself?
I'm not really sure. I think I'd still like to be running in some capacity.
I'd want to be running too, maybe in school still or something.
Yeah, so 10 years from now, you're still going to be in school?
Yeah.
You'd be a surgeon.
Maybe.
That'd be nice.
Yeah, I definitely probably still want to be running.
Well, good luck the rest of the season, guys. Thank you all so much for joining us. I know everybody here is proud of just the season and careers, honestly, that y'all have had. I know it hasn't been easy. It's probably the hardest sport that we have, in terms of physical demands, day in, day out, getting out there and grinding. But we see you guys running around campus and just wish you the best for the rest of the season and appreciate y'all so much for joining us. Thanks to everybody that watched. We should be back next week, and we'll see you then.